This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com. Hey, what about that Before the Bad podcast? It's almost over.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Welcome to Before the Bad, the Gotham podcast. Your guide to, well, what's left of Gotham and Batman. I am Phil. Joining me is
Kelly. Hey, hey.
But yeah, the series is almost over. Only one more to go. Can we just abandon Gotham like this? Yes!
But the people of Gotham didn't abandon the city.
I'm glad you showed up, Kelly. I couldn't drive this thing by myself. The dog can't do it.
And a dog would have to help you. I wasn't aware the dogs were, able to control submarines, but hey.
That's why I said the dog can't do it.
Yeah.
The dog can't reach the pedals.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, good Lord.
Well, if it missed and had a puddle, it would be a yellow submarine. So.
Ah. I know. I saw it. It was like a small submarine, but I was looking. I was like, it's not yellow. It doesn't look like a duck. I'm like, what are they doing here?
I don't know.
Doesn't look like a penguin. Nothing.
No.
Oh, so where to begin? But yeah, that was like. Well, we got, was it Bruce and Selena was like this scene in the beginning, and then we got Oswald and Eddie at the submarine.
Yep. Yeah, that was kind of, weird.
I mean, I guess it was small. Maybe it was lightweight, but how are they going to get that submarine in the water? Because it was like up on a...
Is it up on a hoist, though?
I don't know.
Because that's how, like they would lift up a tank, like a propane tank or something. They would have a hoist. And I imagine that's how they do it. Because that's how you take like boats out of the water and stuff. Yeah. So, living on the lake, I've seen a couple of those.
But do you need power for that?
No. They can be crank. A lot of them are crank. So, depending on the weight, they have them rigged in certain ratios of gears. So, they lock and...
Okay.
Because most people don't have power at water because, it's kind of dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Unless it's battery powered, and that's still not a great idea because corrosion and everything else. So,
but we found out that that was power in the GCPD. I knew you've been wondering about that for
yes, I have
once. Yeah, one of those. Or was it Jeremiah or Jerome? I always forget.
The Boomba.
No, it's one of his batteries. Yeah,
that's right. The Boomba.
And we saw the baby. Like you said, that's no newborn. So I don't know if we jumped ahead some again.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like a couple-month-old baby at least.
I mean, the show took at least a month break. So, I mean, they easily could have jumped forward. Yeah.
Yeah, because that wasn't any newborn. But, I mean, but it couldn't have because, remember, they were saying, she was at Sirens?
Yeah.
So it was going straight after, but that was no newborn baby.
No. That's why I took the break. They didn't want you to think about it.
So we've got Jim, baby. Interesting name for baby.
Barbara Lee Gordon after.
That's not awkward at all.
No.
No. Especially when something happens to Barbara next episode.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Well, we already saw flash forward to older Barbara.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean by the next episode something can't happen.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, something will happen.
Yeah, because I guess they're gonna do fast flash. It could be the whole thing gonna be a flash forward next week. You think?
I think it's gonna have to start. Well,
they're gonna show Bruce training around the world, and then something's gonna pull him back to Gotham.
Right. So maybe the episode starts present and kind of builds over time quickly to show, it looks like Oswald and Nigma go a bit crazy. And And then, of course, Cat turns to the cat burglar. And so all that has to happen pretty quickly. I mean, you've got 43 minutes.
Oh, yeah. And I would just wonder if David Mazouz is going to play Bruce Wayne, the whole thing, except for when someone's in the bat suit. Because I thought they said, I think they cast an older actress for Selena. So
I don't know. It's hard to tell. David, boy, he's sprouted a few inches.
Oh, yeah. They even mentioned that when he was saying goodbye to Gordon.
Yeah. It was pretty funny.
Good. It makes sense. I wouldn't want my Batman to be like 5'3" and like looking up at Gordon. Goodbye.
Yeah, exactly.
Although if David's hair gets any bigger, it's going to look like the bat ears.
Yes. Yeah. Very, very, very true. When back in the 80s, we used to say you had enough hairspray on your hair when you could put a pencil on the top and it wouldn't move. So bring on the Aquanet.
And I mean, we're jumping around here, but like when Bruce leaves, I know there's precedent for it, like where him traveling the world alone. But I'm like, why wouldn't you take Alfred with you? He might know some people,
Well, because he's in charge of rebuilding Wayne Enterprises and rebuilding Wayne Manor, so he's put him in charge of. Well, he may not know it yet, but Alfred's going to build the Batcave, so.
Shore up the what is it, the
basements,
what's wing of the foundation, what they say in Batman Begins.
Yes, exactly. So Alfred will get to design all that because he knows what Bruce is up to now, so he will work with Fox, and they will they'll have some fun.
Oh yeah,
hopefully they don't forget the bat shark repellent.
I was just waiting for a giant dinosaur and a penny in the back here.
Well, the only other winged mammal I could think of was a pterodactyl. So, he's not going to be pterodactyl man.
But that was my point. It's just like, yeah, he calls the bats to like attack Bane. And I'm just like, how? He's been running around fighting this whole season without a mask. Now he's calling down bats. How is anyone not going to know he's Batman?
Well, but did he know for sure? They said just winged mammals. So what other winged mammals are there? I'm thinking.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because I don't think we haven't really seen like even like any pigeons or anything hanging around Gotham, have we?
Not really, no. They would have all been eaten by now.
True. It's like it's like Walking Dead. You don't see like a lot of dogs or
Exactly. I mean, they're the flying garbage scow, so there's plenty of them, and they're not skinny, so.
And the birds can just take off and fly away, if there's a scarcity of food or whatever.
Exactly. So, decent food source if you can catch them.
Except for those birds that cannot fly, like a penguin.
Yeah.
But that was just so weird. It's like, I buy it. Oswald and Eddie working with Gordon and the others. We get that scene where we got it, at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But did you see Donald Logue like waving that shotgun around? I'm like, oh god, that looks so fake.
Yes.
The way he's like moving that shotgun.
My favorite was the guy that was pointing. One of the guys that was pointing a rifle at Bane. Kelly goes to put it down. And he's like, oh wait a minute, I'm not supposed to do that yet. And he pulls it back up. He was in the far left-hand corner of the screen. It was pretty funny.
Because, like, you could tell when they were firing those guns off. Like, that gunfire was, like, CGI or whatever.
Oh, yeah. 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 Maybe a few squibs, but,
I
don't
know. Most of what I saw looked pretty CGI. Yeah.
But, I mean, for the blood. So that's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But the actual shots, yeah.
Yeah. Because you got to have your flash. With a squib, you do have flash, but not that kind of flash, not that much.
The Flash, you say?
Yes.
But I just love well, I'm being sarcastic. Like Bane, I swear, Bane's speech has gotten more formal. I said it before. It's ever since he's all jacked up with that stuff now.
Mm-hmm. He's like talking into a respirator. Yeah.
You would think he would say less words, but it seems like he's saying more now that he's like,
yes.
Before it's just like, Jim, you're not going to stop me. Now it's just like, oh, well, a purely executed plan, Captain Gordon.
It's kind of like when people walk into a church and they get called up to pray. No, I'm serious. You think about it. It's all these and thous, and it's kind of funny.
So you think Bane's trying to talk big, say a lot of big words now that he has this new job?
Well, or because he's been modified. So, he could have had his intellect enhanced in his modifications. I mean, if you can control a general with a chip,
Yeah.
You could, add a hard drive while you're at it, and
And then he's gonna.
Maybe they installed the Webster's dictionary, or downloaded the Matrix into his head, so he has more vocabulary. Who knows?
But then also the other thing.
Gotham.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing too. The problem I have with like prequels like this, it's like, okay, I'm like if Bruce beats him now, I'm like, then I mean I guess Bane could still break his back later, but I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
It's gonna seem weird because in the comics that was like pretty much one of the first times they faced off against each other is when he broke his back. So it was like an unknown quantity he was fighting.
When he was training, right?
In
the comics, was it? I know it was in the movie.
What, Bane?
Mm-hmm. When Bane broke his back and...
No, in the comics, no. It was like he had been Batman for a long time, and he was like in the middle of like a mental and physical breakdown because like first Bane released every patient in Arkham, the Joker, Scarecrow, everybody broke out of Arkham. So he like waited till Batman wore himself down, like capturing everyone, and then he was just like, okay,
whatever, sure. Well, maybe that's what we see because we saw Harley in the preview.
Oh yeah,
we saw
Old Man Joker.
Yeah, we see a whole bunch of baddies. I wonder if that's what brings Bruce back.
I'm thinking.
Because it has to be something pretty bad.
I just wonder where he's going to be training though, where I don't want to see him on a mountaintop in Tibet, and he's like, oh, wait, something's happening in Gotham.
Yeah, exactly. I heard it on my bat Bluetooth. Yeah.
Or unless he just decides to come back and, everyone's just like, oh, yeah, the city's been got bad since you left.
Well, didn't he say something? I bet you Alfred contacts him.
Oh, I was going to say, okay. Yeah, bat beeper or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Because again...
he hits him in the head with a batarang from Gotham,
I was going to say, we're in this, we've always said this for this series. Is it like this weird time thing where it's like, what time period are we in? What technology do they have?
Exactly. It's a bat beeper.
Although, if we do like a time jump in the last episode, then all of a sudden you can have brand new cell phones and stuff, I guess. Because...
there would be a bat app for that. And if there's not, there should be.
Oh, man.
Call 1-800-BATMAN. But yeah, this episode was weird. Really kind of weird.
Because at first, I thought I could take a break from the from this tonight, but I guess not. You crazy.
They, the whole parents' picture, of course, in front of right where he has to blow up the building. That was pretty contrived.
Oh yeah. I know, like right under the painting. I was like, oh, that's they just slap you in the face with that symbolism.
Yes, it's like, okay, we got to tear down everything that was Bruce Wayne before we can. What do we do when we fall, Bruce? I'm reminded of the movie. So
every time.
Yeah. So we got Barbara coming back to save Jim. That's kind of funny and ironic.
Oh yeah, well you knew that was coming.
And then Bane just like, oh, I give up.
Yeah, that was weird. It's just like all the citizens like come out to stand with them because they were outnumbered, and then
Who have no guns.
And yeah, and Jim's just like, well, do you want to be with them or us? And like the soldiers basically are just like, okay. And I'm just like, okay.
Well, the soldiers, they're not under. I mean, they're not.
Yeah, I know.
By chips, but still, they don't want to assault unarmed citizens.
But you're telling me there's not one guy there, one jerk there who'd be like, okay, and just start mowing down the crowd.
Yeah, you gotta wonder, but it's just.
Or even just like Bane grabs someone's gun and say, I will do it myself.
It just seemed very contrived, of course. Mm-hmm. But it's gonna be because, second to last episode, what are they gonna do?
I was gonna say, I mean, this one almost would have worked as like the final one, but it ended too easily, like we said. Yes.
I was waiting for the other shoe to drop, and it never did.
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, well, maybe Bruce will blow his plane up so that, people will think that he's dead so he can actually go away and then become the Batman and nobody would know he's alive.
Yeah. I mean, Bruce Wayne would have to show up again eventually, but yeah.
Right,
yeah.
But it would make a lot of people forget about him.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, oh yeah, he should come back and be Batman for 6 months before Bruce Wayne appears. But yeah, who knows if they do that?
It wouldn't make sense, but I mean, Gotham makes sense.
I know, but it's just like everyone, all the regulars on this show should figure it out, no matter what he does. I mean, Gordon, even like Oswald and Eddie, all of them should figure it. No, it's him.
Arrow.
Penicillin T. What?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Well, Oliver Queen's out of the closet now.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what I'm saying.
I know.
It took them how many seasons to,
Well, who knows? Like, I think you said it the one time. Maybe they'll just like gas the whole city next episode and everyone will forget.
Or they have the big flashy thing from Men in Black,
They're gonna Smallville this thing.
They practically jagged it, so at least they gave him a couple episodes to wrap it up, but wow.
Yeah.
This has been a train wreck of an end so far, at least in my mind.
Don't be the troll.
I do have pink hair, so close.
No, don't feed the internet trolls.
Oh, okay.
Not quite soft and not quite hard.
Yup.
Yeah, that's like this whole episode. It's like, yeah, I mean, they could have ended this here, but again, we got
an extra episode, so let's do something else.
Are we just like flash forwarding the whole next episode? Because I just wonder if the whole timing's off since they decided to go from 10 to 12.
Yeah, that would be my guess. And my guess is what's going to happen is they'll probably start at current day. And then like about every 10 minutes, they'll jump, or 15 minutes, they'll jump.
Maybe, yeah. We'll get
that way.
We'll get a big montage of Bruce training, like over months or years, yeah.
Yeah, and you'll see the criminals of Gotham becoming the criminals of Gotham again. You'll see Selena turning to the dark side and eating cookies. You'll see, you'll see all these things, and then at the end, you'll see Bruce in his batsuit and, dealing with stuff.
Well, it looked like there was a couple scenes from the preview of him in the batsuit, because
yeah,
it was like, wasn't there like one of him coming through a window or something? Then there was like there's him standing on the roof, like overlooking police headquarters. I bet you that's probably like the very last scene or whatever.
The question is going to be what's going to do when he finds out what Selena's been up to.
Yeah. And she'll be like, it's your fault. You didn't say goodbye.
That's right. You left me.
Mm-hmm.
You've left me on my own. I had nobody to turn to because
even Alfred wouldn't take me in. He wouldn't even slap me now.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it though. She can't go to Enigma or she can't go to, any of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Barbara's going to try to turn straight because she's got the baby.
Yeah, but I almost wonder if she, again, is she going to die?
Well, that's my guess.
Yeah.
But she's going to try to turn straight. And so where does Selena go? Ivy? But she kind of burned bridges with Ivy, too.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's a lot of, again, in the comics, a lot of times she's just like, I don't need anybody. So that
exactly.
That route.
Exactly. So, what is going to be his reaction to her once he knows what she's been doing?
Or they might get closer. I mean, they've done that before too. They've been in a relationship, different at different times.
But we have 43 minutes. Do you really think we're going to go there in 43 minutes?
I mean, they could set something up where they're just like, and where the rest of this goes,
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? They're going to have to. It's going to have to move.
Yeah, it is.
In order to get everything in there, trying to. I mean,
that's why I'm surprised they didn't just do like a 2-hour finale or something.
Yes, I'm agreeing with you completely because this just doesn't make any sense.
I mean, tonight and next week should have been a 2-hour finale, and you didn't need a whole hour for what you did tonight. They should have, did maybe a half hour of that, and then an hour and a half of the finale for the finale. The final part.
Yeah, and how many people have they lost because of this crazy break? How many people don't even realize that it's back on the air?
Exactly. If people don't have their DVRs set or they're not looking for it. Yeah, that's... But again, I mean, do they not care because it's coming to an end? Or
Well, I mean, or the other thing is, how many of the program guides will already be wrong? Because it was 10 and then it got stretched to 12. If the whoever your service is, be it your cable company, your satellite company, or TiVo, or whoever, you may not know or may not realize.
And the scheduling for next week, the final episode of Gotham is on Thursday night when basically the first day for Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah. Midnight. Yeah.
I think some places do it at 7:00 or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's probably going to be playing when
Poor planning.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Did they not care? Did they not realize? It's just they should have moved it back or forward, something.
And eventually Bruce is going to just go, and half of them will be gone.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
Don't be a troll.
But it's not going to be pretty. The ratings for the last one are not going to be great.
No, because again, are people going to know it's there? And again, with Infinity, with Endgame coming, and
yeah, it's not going to be pretty. So I don't know. I mean, you hope for DVR numbers. As long as you play it within 3 days of it airing, and you watch the commercials, they get full credit.
But
they don't care.
But their live numbers are probably going to suck.
Right, exactly.
I just wonder if, again, I think I said this before, with just going from 10 to 12, if they were just they're just well, you're going to have to deal, if you want 2 more episodes, you're just going to have to deal with us putting this on wherever we can find room for it.
Right, exactly. And who else would want to, what new show would want to go up against Infinity War?
Endgame, yeah.
Or Endgame, sorry.
I do that sometimes too, yeah.
It's been a long night.
No, I do that at least once a week now. But yeah, and some of the shows might take a week or 2 off because a lot of them are probably ending in May. So
right, exactly. So you've got, because you're starting your summer season, graduations, everything else. People will be outside. The ratings go down typically during the summer anyway. Well,
I mean, doesn't Marvel technically own it now? Well, Disney owns it now anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But it's tough. So, I mean, I can't blame other shows for not wanting to start then. And it seems like we're starting to, the superhero shows are starting to peak and go away. If you've noticed, there's an ebb to them. Like we've got what is it? The Marvel show is ending.
What Marvel show's ending?
The
What Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
No, not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the spinoff. The ones with the younger ones.
Oh, Runaways?
Yeah, it might be that one. I was just reading it today.
The Gifted?
The Gifted is going.
Yeah, that's another Fox show, but yeah.
Yeah. Arrow is coming to an end here shortly.
Yeah, shorter season. Next season is the final season. But I think that's more of like Stephen Amell just wants to be done.
Well, yeah. I mean, his body can only take so many years of all those stunts and everything else. It's kind of a demanding show. And he's got, kids, so.
But the Batwoman's going to take the place of that.
Yeah.
Flash is still going to be around, I believe.
Legends of Tomorrow, probably.
We'll see. After next season, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know about Supergirl either.
They just need to move it off Sundays.
Yeah. That would help it a lot. And maybe with some of the superhero shows, kind of going away, maybe it will do better because there's fewer of them.
Oh, yeah.
Because, quite honestly, got to be so many I couldn't keep up.
Yeah, I know. It's hard. I mean, just tonight, the same time when Gotham was on what channel is that? Freeform, Cloak and Dagger's on. Was that on the same time as Gotham? And not even just like superhero shows. I think Big Bang Theory was on at the same time. That's coming to an end.
Yeah. Bazinga.
That's right. Oh yeah, Lilith requested we do a special on that, so yes. If you want to join, I don't know if you're watching it, but if you're welcome to join us.
I will bring my Live Long and Prosper with me.
Bazinga.
And Gotham's just kind of had it rough, and I think it's just been such a weird series, really.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it's just, again, every year I think we said them and their long breaks. I don't think ever really helped this show.
Exactly. But I do find it funny that my public library has all the seasons.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I just think it's interesting because they don't even have like the Star Trek: The Next Generation series seasons. They don't have.
Do they do
any? They don't have.
Do they do any of those Arrowverse shows though?
They don't have any of the Arrow DVDs. They don't have any of the Flash DVDs.
Do they have a couple copies of each season, or is it just like one copy of each season?
I think they just have one copy of each season.
Because I was going to say, maybe someone donated it. Maybe
they've been coming in as they are released, so I'm assuming they're buying them.
Maybe they're buying them, or someone else is buying them, watching them, and like, let's give them to the library.
Yeah, that's just kind of strange. They've got a lot of. I have a really small library. It's a small community, and I think they have 1.5 shelf space. One bookcase and a half of TV seasons. And Gotham is among them, so.
Or someone who works at the library likes it. Who knows?
Maybe. It's interesting because they've got tons and tons of new releases and tons of drama and comedy and a little bit of TV. And they also have a nice Doctor Who collection, which is nice.
I wonder when all that'll get digital, because some of these libraries now, I'll have to check if mine have it. You can
we have Hoopla.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if they'll start doing that for shows and movies too.
I don't know. That would be nice because no late fees and, not having to deal with that. A lot of the cell phone companies too are going with, okay, if you get your cell phone here, you can have Hulu for free or whatever. So that's another way too.
Well, that's what they said. I heard something this week. That's what killed Blockbuster was all those video stores was Netflix originally. Because remember, they would mail you the movie, the DVD, and they say, send it back when you're done.
Yep, that's what I used to do.
Yep,
because I lived in the boonies, So, and I worked 12-hour days, so it wasn't like I was going to a movie rental store after work.
And it was no late fees. They were just like, send it back whenever.
Exactly. And I think I did the 3 movies at a time.
Mm.
You know, so I could have movies for a week, send them back, get more, you know, or a couple days, or, you know, if it was a weekend, I could do it in a couple days, send them back, get more on the week, and keep going.
Now it's all digital.
Yep. But they don't have everything.
Mm-mm.
Netflix, I mean, back in the day when it was DVDs, they had almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
look how good this episode was. We're talking about Netflix and Blockbuster.
Well, but that's how Gotham is going to live on.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Is through syndication, Netflix, Hulu, all that kind of stuff. That's how they'll continue making their money. So,
well, yeah, I mean, they hit the syndication number, so.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing they really care about.
Oh, yeah. I think Lilith said it's like 88 or something. So, yeah, they hit it. That's all.
So, you know, all these actors and stuff, they'll keep getting residuals and stuff. And, of course, anything comic book is going to be watched pretty heavily.
Oh, yeah. Especially Batman. A lot of people like Batman.
Yes. I mean, think of the play that Smallville still gets.
And it's
been gone for how many years, you know?
But there's so much content there. That was 10
years, yeah. Yep. Lots and lots.
But coming soon, the Alfred series.
Actually, that could be fun.
Yeah.
That actually could be really fun. And who was it that I saw? I think it was Think Geek has the Batman 66 flip-up statue with the button. It's a miniature one, but I'm thinking, that's cool.
Oh, did you ever see that? Where did I see that? The guy made like his own you know, like he had like a home theater, and it was behind a sliding bookcase and stuff. And I think he had the Shakespeare head where it, like he used it to open the bookcase.
That's very cool.
And it looked like the Bat Cave, and say it looked like a cave inside.
I have seen an original Adam West costume.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's in the Hall of Heroes. In Elkhart.
I think that's what I would do. If I had the money, I would make like a hidden theater or man cave like that.
Well, this guy actually took his garage and turned it into the Hall of Justice from the 1970s Super Friends. And it's a museum. And he has an Adam West costume. He has tons of the cells. He has like every superhero, everything you can imagine.
And then I thought I heard a story one time about some guy, like I think he only lived in an apartment or something, but he turned his apartment into like the bridge of the original Enterprise, like Kirk's Enterprise. And no, it wasn't Kelly's husband.
No. The one of the conventions that I used to go to in Indianapolis, that's their set for all the interviews. Is the bridge to the Enterprise. I want to go to the Smithsonian to see the exhibit. Because, you know, the original Enterprise that they used from all the original opening series of shots is hanging up, which is pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. But Batman.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we done? Because we're like way off course.
We are way off course, and so was this episode. But
again, I mean, it was kind of a wrap up, but I think they're like spinning wheels to like that last episode.
And then they're going to have to burn rubber.
Because it was like, oh, no man's land. And it's like, it seemed like they wrapped it up pretty easily.
And I loved Riddler channeling Michael Keaton.
Ah!
That was pretty funny.
Well, he was wearing green. Did he think he was Vulture?
I don't know. Gotta wonder who he thought he was. But I love the brief scene we got to see at the preview for the new costumes for everybody. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I love him and Oswald hugging it out.
With the knives.
Like, knives each other's backs. Yeah. Shake my hand. No, we're brothers. Let's hug. And
yes. They've always had that love-hate relationship, though.
Oh, I loved in the beginning when like they were talking about getting in the submarine and like Oswald gives him the dog. I was just waiting for him to say Edward and Edward, get out of town.
Yes.
Edward, you go with Edward now.
Yes. You go with the man in the green suit now.
It's like Curious George, the man in the yellow hat.
Yes, exactly.
Edward, go with the man in the green suit.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
But I thought like Alfred was like really hurt because I thought that seemed like the way they were playing it, but then he was up and around to say goodbye to Bruce. So, but I guess I mean there had to be another time jump there, but I don't know how long that was.
Enigma's new glasses in the end scene, or not Enigma, but Penguin.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. Because his eye was bandaged up because he's getting. I'm sure he's gonna have that monocle in the next episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. What do they put that in with gum to make it stay?
No, like that spear gum or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be awful. Try to keep it in.
If they made him any more Burgess Meredith, he'd just be like, I was waiting for him to get stabbed.
Well, he had the big hat.
I just thought anytime he got, he was going to get stabbed. So anytime he talked, he'd have to be like every so often just go, wah! Oh my God, are they going to make him put on like 40 or 50 pounds for the last episode?
They'll stuff him with a pillow if they've got it.
True.
But yeah, the hat came out in the preview, so it's going to happen.
And they made Gordon captain or commissioner.
Mm-hmm. Now he's got to grow a mustache by next week.
I don't know. It's unless it wasn't it didn't look like he had a mustache in
or in the
previews. Yeah, no.
In maybe one of the time jumps, though, he might.
Maybe like if they jump again, like the last minute or two, maybe But yeah, they gave that medal. I'm like, where's the mustache that goes with it?
I could give him one out of the Cinco de Mayo supplies.
So Jim was the only one who got a medal.
No, Harvey had one.
Okay, I was gonna say they didn't like Chewbacca. They Chewbacca'd her. She didn't get the medal.
Nope, she didn't. Neither did Barbara, and she's the one who brought all the people with her.
Well, Barbara's a criminal there too.
Yeah, but she did bring all the people.
I'm sure she probably got like a pardon there instead of a medal.
Probably.
All right, Kelly's falling asleep, so should we cut it there?
I think we probably should. It's been a long week.
Because I'm sure next week will be like a bigger episode just between the content, and I'm sure we'll have a lot more people here. So
yeah, that would be a great thing because that's part of the fun.
Yes. All right, so everyone, send us your thoughts on this week and what you want to see next week. That would be a great way to end this, at least this part of Before the Bad, is listener feedback. Send your thoughts, everyone. capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/BeforeTheBadPodcast, @BeforeTheBadPod on Twitter. The voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And brand new, Miss Hellfire has worked her witchcraft. Check out all the Capes and Lunatics content at capesandlunatics.org.
Woohoo!
It's still a work in progress, but yes, Miss Hellfire has worked her black magic.
That's awesome.
I want to be a serious actor.
That's our girl.
That's it.
All right, everyone. Again, join us next time for the final episode of Gotham. It's like, I think me and Wolf were talking. I don't even know if it's on my DirecTV, but we're talking about at least covering the pilot of the Alfred the Alfred series.
Cool.
So the next episode might be the last episode of Before the Bad, before we do at least one episode of way Before the Bad. That's the branding.
Before the Batling.
Before the Bat, before Gotham. Before Gotham.
When he was the little who.
Oh, Lord.
there's one thing that we've missed. He needs to have a Batling gun.
Oh. DC to buy that idea off her.
Better than Shark
Seriously.
Fella.
They've named everything else. He names everything else bad. Why not a Batling gun?
Yes. Good question.
Call us DC.